Hello, 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 everybody. I will not be before you guys long tonight. I'm trying to feel better over here on my side of things. So I've been doing a lot of resting myself, drinking a lot of hot tea, trying to eat as much as I can when I can eat, and all that good stuff. So today I just wanted to pretty much do a check in with everybody, letting everybody know that I am okay. And then I wanted to know how everybody else was doing, how everybody else is feeling, and all of that good stuff. Um, been doing a lot of reading and studying right here lately, and oh, y'all forgive me. I've been doing a lot of reading, studying, and just self assessment, right? And just assessing things, period. Because we're in the new year, we're in a new time, we're in a new season, and just want to make sure that I'm headed in the direction that God wants me to go. And y'all forgive me if I sound kind of horrible because I do, and I know I do. But I'm not going to be up here long. I plan on being off by 10. So, um, like I said, I just want to know how everybody is doing. I know everybody is dealing with something. Uh, some people are dealing with good things since the new year came in. Some people are putting new ideas and getting new products and, getting new things in order. So I want to say congratulations to everybody that has started new business mantras and are moving forward in business, in your career, in the things that you want to do. So I want to say congratulations up front and ahead of time to you guys who are working hard and diligently to get things out and get them done. Um, I myself am working on a few things. Hopefully, I can have them done and ready um, by the end of, excuse me, y'all, by the end of February. Um, so I can have things out and done and ready for you guys to be able to do and go. Um, uh, today has been a rough day, but to God be the glory anyhow, right? Um, I am currently reading the Word, of course, um, bouncing back between, excuse me, bouncing back between Proverbs, um, Psalm, and Ephesians. I'm also reading a book called There Is Power in Now, in the Now, that there's power in the now. Very, very interesting book. Um, I'll, I'll, I'll give you guys a brief synopsis of the book when I'm finished because I just started it. I started it before, put it down, and I started it and I started reading it back over again. I'm also starting to read up on things called, hey, Simone, how are you, sweetheart? I'm also starting to read up on things that can help better my health in a good way. So I'm reading up on like clean, raw eating kind of things uh, because I'm trying to heal my body from the inside out. So there's a lot of things that I'm doing differently this year. Um, I have to take it slow. Uh, I am all right, sweetheart. I'm all right. I'm hanging in there, You know how I do. I take a lick and keep on taking, right? Um, so, but yeah, I'm doing a reading up on clean, raw eating so that I can heal my body from the inside out. Um, if you guys have been with me and stuck with my story, then you know I came off of a lot of medications a couple years ago, and I'm still on a good amount of medication now. But my goal is to come off of most of it this year and be down to maybe just my minerals that and my proteins that I have to take in, and no other form of medication that I would need. So that is my goal this year. Um, my goal is to also be able to um, continue to be able to walk without assistance. So that is also my goal this year. Um, I have my good days when I can, and then I have my days now where I still have to walk with assistance. Um, so I have a lot of self healing goals that I'm doing this year to um, be whole. You catch what I'm saying? I know that I got work to do, and I can't do the work if I'm sick all the time. So there's a lot of things that I am doing on my side of things to change the trajectory of the way my health has been going. And I can just say for now, to God be the glory. Um, he continues to amaze me. He never lets me down. He never fails. Um, in areas where I think, where my mind will go every once in a blue moon, and I'm just like, okay, God, why? Um, he always tells me that he's still there. He never leaves me to you know sit back and just dwell in it. He always makes a way for me, and I can honestly say where he says in his word that he will never leave you nor forsake you. He means it. He means it. He has been with me through everything. Um, he's been with me. Oh God, even when I didn't want him to be. Ain't that something? He's been with me through everything. He's been with me even in the times when I didn't want him to be. He's been with me even in the times where I walked away and said that I was just through with church. I was through with church. I was through with the church folk. I was just through with it all. I didn't want to be bothered. He was still there with me, even in those times. And I'm just grateful that he never saw to leave me where I was. Um, like I said, I've been doing a lot of reflecting since the new year came in. I know that there are things that I have to do. Um, some things are moving a little slow, and that's fine, but they're moving, and that's the point. Um, you know, um, I have been the strong person for a lot of people, and there are times where I need people to be strong for me. And, um, I appreciate the people that I have in my corner. I appreciate the the ones that I know hold me up in prayer. I appreciate the ones that call and inbox me and check up on me. I really do appreciate folks. You got to give honor where honor is due while you have time to give it. A big, 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 huge shout out to LHG. Um, y'all, I can't tell you enough about her. Um, I appreciate it. I appreciate it, and um, I can't tell you enough about her. Um, Ever since she found out that I had been going back and forth into, um, the hospital again, she has sent me prayers every morning, and I so appreciate it because, like I said, I have been a support to most people I know. Because if you say you need the support, I'm there. Um, but now, I need somebody to hold me up, in my weak moments. Um, and I just need people to keep me lifted, So I'm grateful for the ones that are lifting me, that are keeping me lifted currently. Because it's rough right now at this current moment, but nonetheless, right? Um, so as I stated, this is just a check-in. I want to check on everybody else. Thank you, Miss BB. I so appreciate you. I did not forget about you. Um, I just haven't been well, but I got you. So, um, but I just wanted to check in on everybody. I know there's a lot of people that have been dealing with deaths in the family. A lot of people have been dealing with job loss, some type of loss, whether it's a loved one, a financial issue, whatever have you. Um, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Uh, and we need support in this season, in this time, in this hour. It's just about showing up for folks. It really ain't about nothing else. It's just about being able to show up. Um, it was a press to be able to get up here with y'all tonight. I knew I had to get up here. Um, Even though my body is like, go lay down. And I'm going at 10 o'clock. So I won't be up here too much longer. Yes, ma'am. I have learned um that there's power when you press through some things. And I've pressed through a lot um in the last few weeks. And I'm learning to allow my body to rest the way it needs to. I'm learning to put the energy where it needs to be put. And when I need to rest myself, and I mean all the way around the board, I do. I won't get on social media at that time. I won't answer my phone. I barely go to my door. People have been coming by, and a lot of them I have just talked to them through my ring doorbell. I haven't even gotten up and went to the door. Um, you know, Plus having a lot of people in and out my house right now, um, not good for me. If you come in, you got to come in masked up. Um, because right now my immune system is shot, and I can't be around a lot of like crowds of people at this current moment because I can't do all the germs um because they're wearing my body down. So um, you know, with that being said, please make sure you guys take care of yourselves. Do whatever you got to do to build yourself up, to build your immune systems up, so that you guys can fight off these new variations of the flu, whatever have you. Eat properly, exercise as much as you can. And I'm not saying go in the gym and kill yourself. You can get up and go for a walk every day, 5, 10 minutes, just as long as you're moving. That's all that matters. Things of that nature to keep yourself going, and stretch yourself. You know what I mean? Just keep yourself moving because there's some things coming down the board that if you are not prepared for physically, um, it'll almost wipe you right up out of here. Okay, so just keep yourselves in good position, in good condition to be able to maintain where you're headed, right? Um, uh, what else is there? Um, Make sure that you're being aware of what you are taking in, what you are allowing in your gates at this point, um, because what you allow in is what is going to control you. Like I said, I've just been in a restful, peaceful state. I have not reached out to a lot of people because I haven't wanted to really bother nobody. You know what I mean? And I know that people listening be like, "No, it's not a bother," but it's I deal with it and I move on. You know what I mean? I know a lot of people mad at me because I haven't reached out and told them what was going on, but nonetheless, I'm giving you guys the opportunity to be able to see my face and know that all will be well. And uh, keep me in your prayers, and I will keep you guys in mind as I do all the time. I have realized that in the showing up, um, some people that's just all they need. They just need you to show up and give the right words of wisdom when you show up. Me personally, you can just show up and you don't have to say nothing. Just show up. It's sometimes it's just good to look somebody in the face when you haven't seen them in a long time. That's right. Thank you. Um, uh, and sometimes it's just good to look people in the face when you haven't seen them in a long time. Um, and let me be clear. Stop trying to judge a book by its cover because a person may look well but may not be well, if you know what I mean. So, um, we put assumptions and we automatically have thoughts about what we think about another individual, but don't do that because you don't know what the other person is dealing with or going through unless you ask. And if you ask, please be ready for the answer. You know what I mean? Right, right. You know, just you know, if you ask, be ready for the answer because there are some people who just need somebody to listen and things of that nature. All right, Miss BB, I promise you, the woman with the issue of blood story is so relevant to me because of what she did and what she went through. Sometimes I be feeling you know, like I'm in a Job experience or even her experience. This woman dealt with this issue for over 20, almost 30 years with no help from any physician in sight. No physician could help her. No physician could cure her. Everything that she tried didn't work. She went broke trying to fix herself, trying to heal herself until she heard that the ultimate healer was coming in town and she made her way. And I mind you, because of what she was dealing with, she was supposed to be considered unclean. And when you're considered unclean, you're supposed to be kind of like a castaway or exiled from where you are. And even in her unclean state, this lady pressed her way through the crowd to the point where she dropped down and crawled through a crowd just to touch the hem of his garment in order to get to him, if you know what I mean. The more I think about her story, it gives me strength and the will to continue and fight on because I know that the day is coming that I will be able to touch the hem and get the full experience of him, if you catch what I'm saying. I believe and I trust God is doing some wonderful things on my behalf, and I believe that He will finish what He has started in my life and those good things. He made promises to me that I know He won't lie and that He will keep. And it's just one of those things that I just find to be so prevalent. I mean, even when you think about Job and what he went through, I mean, everything got stripped away in the matter of months. His children, his home, his land, his cattle, everything that made him who he was in wealth, physical wealth, natural wealth, got stripped away. And then, Satan made a wager on him, you know what I mean? And the thing of it is this, he's making a wager on us daily. And the part that kind of bugs me is that we are letting him win. Satan is making a wager on us. Our name has been placed on a block. He's telling God that we won't do what we said that we would do, the things that God had called us to do. He's telling God that we won't be able to do it. Why? Because he's already putting plans in motion to try to make sure that we can't get there. And in the midst of that, some of us are allowing him to win. It just, right. It's just the things that it's just some of us are allowing him to win. Every distraction, everything that he could try to pull to try to get you to face is what he is doing. And some of us just allow him to win. This is the reason why I push myself to keep going, even when I don't feel like I can go anymore. This is the reason why I keep going, even when I feel so bad. But I get up and I move and I keep going anyway because I refuse to continue to keep laying down, even though my body wants me to because of a physical ailment. But baby, where the flesh is weak, the spirit is strong, and that's what keeps me going. You know, uh, whoo, you know, they tell you that faith that can't be tested can't be trusted. And man, have I been tested. Let me tell you that. Man, have I been tested. But it's the one part of Job that I think about all the time that he says is one of my favorite things, where he said, though he slay me, yet will I trust him. And that is where I am. Yet I am trusting him. And I love the Lord. I love the Lord because I have watched him do, whew, I watched him do mighty things, wonderful things. I watched him bring people I love back from the brink of death when people told me I needed to plan funerals. I have watched him bring them back to life. And they are walking around living each day with me. I've seen him do so much. I've seen him do so much. I don't doubt him, like the old folks say, because I know too much about him. And the things I know about him is what he's done for me and those I love. And not even just for the ones I love, just what he's done for me and people that I know. I love to see him at work, even when he's not at work in my life. But I love to see him when he's at work through people that I love and know, through my friends, people that I consider to be people, that I have grown to become connected to, and I have watched him work, and I have seen him take them from one place to another in less than a week's time, where I have watched the doctors write somebody off and say, "Oh, you only got 3 months to live," and baby, we on year three and they still living. I have watched him do so, 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 so much that I don't doubt him. I think the problem is I never doubted him. If I could be honest and transparent with y'all, I doubted me, but I didn't doubt him. I doubted my own ability, and I doubted some of the things that God said that I could be. I doubted some of the things that He said I could do. I doubted some of the things He said I could have. Why? Because I allowed other people to make me think that those things were not for me. And those were things that I would never be able to see. But you know what? The devil is a liar, because a lot of those things that he has already brought to fruition, he has allowed to manifest and allowed me to achieve and allowed me to be a part where I thought I would never be a part. And I am so grateful for the time that he has given. I am grateful for the things that he has allowed me to see. People get married, children that I used to keep when my mom used to watch people kids, children that I used to help her watch. I have had the privilege of being around long enough to watch them have babies and get married and have families. And it is awesome just to see God's hand on people. But at the same time, it's a lot of sad notes, because I've seen a lot of people not make it. I've seen a lot of people just let life bog them down to the point of where they just felt like they couldn't go on. I've seen a lot of people give up on life, and it's sad. It hurts me. It bothers me when I know that if people just would have took the time to encourage. Yeah, I get that a lot, Miss BB. I get that a lot. I'm starting to understand it now. You know, even though I'm not that old, I got a lot of people that call me mama. If they don't call me mama, they call me auntie. You know, um, and I'm cool with it. I'm fine with it. A lot of people tell me that I'm a nurturer at heart, and that's fine. I'm cool with that title or that role, because I guess that is something that just comes as second nature to me. Right. And like I said, it's very sad. Yes. Please check on your friends, because you never know what they are enduring. It's very, very, very sad that I have woken up to phone calls or text messages telling me that somebody has died and they took their own life. And I just talked to the person like not too long ago. Um, Or, one of my friends, I actually had a phone call with her and we were supposed to meet up. I had just got off the phone with her. It had been maybe 3 hours. And I got a phone call telling me that she was dead after talking to her 3 hours before that. And me and her were supposed to get together later on that day. Later on that day never came. And that's the reason why it's very important um, that if God drops somebody in your spirit, check on them. It don't take much to check on somebody. It doesn't take much to say hello. It doesn't take much to say, hey, do you need anything? And if you're able to help, help. We supposed to be helpers one to another. That's what the word say. And I'm telling you, that's why I'm a diligent encourager of the people. I try to let people know to stay positive, that there is, woo, I promise you there's light at the end of the tunnel. It won't be dark all the time, and it won't feel the way it is now, where you feel heavy and you feel burdened down. Because the word says, come unto me, all ye that are heavy laden, and I will give you rest. That's what it says. It says, bring all your cares to me. That's what it says. And I have learned to take the word for exactly what it says. Trust me when I tell you, I have learned to apply that thing, honey, through my life, and it has done some great and marvelous things. Um, and I know everybody's not there, and that's fine. They don't have to be. It don't take much to pick up the word and start learning scriptures so that you can speak them over your life and uh, give you strength in the time when you need it and you don't have it. You know, and like I say, it's just one of those things where I have a heart for people. I promise you I do. I want to see everybody make it. I want to see everybody get what they supposed to get. But it's not about what I want. It's about what you want for yourself. I can want it for you all day, but if you don't see yourself having it or you don't see yourself with it, then what I want for you doesn't matter, right? I want everybody to make it. I want everybody to get what is theirs. Go after, pursue whatever it is that the Lord has told you to pursue. Because if He told you to pursue it, He's going to make sure that you can accomplish it. But you have to make sure that it's something He told you to pursue. I'm not saying that He won't give you your heart's desires, because that's not what the word said. That'll be contrary to it. The word does say that He will give you your heart's desires, but your desires and your wants have to match up with His will, right? And it's just like, I used to sit back and I used to say, when it came down to jobs and things of that nature, oh, I'm going to go get this job right here because this job is going to take me there. I would get the job, but the job wouldn't last because the job wasn't for me. I got the job because I could do it, but that's not what God wanted me to do. Some of us are we chasing a 9 to 5 when you should be starting your own business. You catch what I'm saying? There's a lot of things that God has put in a lot of us, and a lot of us have not got out of that comfort zone or got over the fear of being able to cross the employee barrier to being an employer. And you got to see yourself different, and you got to see yourself breaking that barrier down to be able to do so. You know, um, if y'all heard me say it before, like I said, I used to have a fear of being successful because I was like, oh God, being successful comes with so much responsibility. And I wasn't ready for some of those responsibilities, y'all. I ain't gonna lie. Some of that stuff, do you know what once you become a business owner, there's work behind it. You just don't become a business owner and think that everything's gonna be okay. That's not how that works. There's work. That's right. There's work. You have to work at your business. And if you don't see yourself using your hands, the tools that was given you to work your business, then I don't know what you're doing. He gives us all of these wonderful ideas and revelations, but we not doing nothing with it. The Bible says that faith without works is dead, right? And so is your faith really put to work? What are you doing? You know, you say that you trust God to do this, but what are you doing on your end to make sure that it comes to pass? You hear a lot of people say that God don't need your help with some things. This is true on some matters, but there's some matters where people say they waiting on God, but He been waiting on you because you ain't been moving. You've been the one stuck, procrastinating and stagnant. You know, and right, being successful is more than just using your hands. We have to use brains as well, right? And you can't what's the word I'm trying to say? You can't say that you want to have certain things in life, but you're not willing to put in the work behind it. You know, it's just like I said, I think I said it on one of the shows last week where I said, okay, you go and you ask God for the financial blessing. He gives you the finances that you ask for, but then you use those finances for the wrong thing. You didn't use them to pay your bills. You didn't use them to invest in, nothing that was going to further you. You misconstrued it and just spent it, but not on what it needed to be spent on, per se. And that's just like when we go to Him. Right, that's right, Miss BB. It's like when we go to Him and we say, okay, we try to bargain with God. You know, why are we bargaining? Why are we even what why are we doing that? You know what I mean? Why are we trying to bargain with the man? Oh well, if you do this for me, I'll do this. If I know you want me to do this, so I'll do that. And that's not what we're supposed to be doing. We're not supposed to be bargaining with him like that. That's pretty much you making a vow to him and lying about it. That's just like you promising somebody you're gonna do something that you never have plans on fulfilling the promise. But we gotta do better. We gotta do better. We gotta do better with checking on friends. We gotta do better with telling folks how we really feel. We gotta do better in all aspects of that. We just gotta do better. And you know, again, like I said, I speak blessings and multiplications and additions to every life that listens to the show. I speak, you know, abundance upon you all. But I could speak it all day. If you don't believe that it'll hit your house, it won't hit it. You know what I mean? I tell you that I feel like, at this point in time in our lives, that we have to be real with ourselves and honest with one another and say where we are, and then do better to be better individuals as life goes on. I want to be able to do what God said. He said, greater works will we do than what he did. How can we do greater if we don't believe that we could do a work? You catch what I'm saying? He said greater works with a S, plural. How can we do greater if we don't believe that we can even do a work? How can we do greater if we won't even do a work? You know, I am a helper, and I when it comes down to church related things and my leaders, I am a helper. I am a servant. I will serve them with the most due diligence that I have in my body parts, to the best of my capabilities. And then when I just physically can't, I can't. You catch what I'm saying? And that's what we have to do. We have to be honest with one another. And we just gotta do better. Um, so this is my challenge for you guys as I get ready to close for the night. My challenge for you guys is that you pay affirmation, words of wisdom, and encouragement forward to everybody that you know, starting tomorrow. Because I ain't going to say starting tonight. It's getting late. People ain't going to want you inboxing them and calling them and all that stuff right now. Starting tomorrow, that is my challenge for you guys. To pay an affirmation and words of wisdom and encouragement to somebody that you know, multiple people that you know tomorrow. Start it tomorrow and just start paying it forward to everybody that you meet. Give somebody a hug because you never know, they might just need one. Smile and say, hey, how you doing? And mean the smile and mean the hello because you never know, you know. So I'm telling you guys, it's just something. It's something in the atmosphere. The enemy designs to sift us like wheat, and he's really attacking leaders in churches, and he's really going after the next generation because if he can snipe the next generation out, they won't be able to fulfill the call. They won't be able to walk into who they're supposed to be if he can sniff them out. And we have to do better with praying. We got to do better with being on the wall because the Bible says pray without ceasing. It says the effectual fervent prayers of the righteous availeth much. That's what it says. And it also says that when we don't have the words to say, that the Holy Spirit will give us the utterance. It will begin to kick in and go and speak for us when we don't have the words to say on our own. So that is my challenge, that you encourage, affirm somebody in something and give them some words of wisdom starting tomorrow or tonight. Even if you got people that you know that are night owls and you want yourself, start tonight. So Miss BB, I appreciate you so much. But my word of encouragement for you is that you keep going no matter what. And don't stop being you. Don't you settle for less than. And don't allow somebody else try to conform you to turn you into who they are. You be who you supposed to be in God. You walk into who you are with your head high and with confidence, knowing that you can do the job and do it well. If you were called to it, he's going to see you through it, understand it. You know what I mean? So for your level of next, prepare yourself, you know, endow yourself with the fresh anointing of who God is, Allow the Holy Spirit to come and encapsulate you so that when you get ready to walk, you walk in confidence of who you are. Stop second guessing the words that He has given, but walk in confidence, knowing who you are. And to everybody on the line tonight, I just want to say shout out to my brother Fred on his new book. Please go cop his new book, you guys. Um, he put it out there. He had a show about it on what was it? Friday? Was it Thursday? Friday night, Fred? I don't remember. Um, because I was too busy uh trying not to be in the hospital at the time. Saturday night. Um, and I need you guys to go copy his book. I already have the e-copy, but I got to get the hard copy now. So I need y'all to go get his book, and I need y'all to stay tuned because he got more coming. Them hands ain't gonna stop writing no time soon. So he got a lot in him that has to come out, and I'm waiting to see a repertoire of more books coming out of him. So I do want to say congratulations to you. They saying what's the name of your book, Fred? So please put it in the chat. If you can, put your Amazon link in there. I think it'll allow you to do it. So he's gonna put it in the chat for you, Miss BB. It is available Amazon, Barnes and Noble. Where else is it available at for you? Amazon, Barnes and Noble, and am I leaving anything out? You can pop on if you need to. You muted. Unmute yourself. There you go.
Nope, you're not leaving anything out. That's where they are.
Okay. So Amazon, Barnes and Noble, you guys, please go get the book. Um,
I'm about to actually put the link on here in just a second.
okay.
I put the
And this
Amazon.
is not the only book he has, you guys. This is just the new one. So I need y'all to search his name and you can find all of his books. All right. He has some really good stuff. His very first book was very, very good. So I need you guys to just go copy it. And please make sure that after you get it and after you read it, you leave a review. The reviews help. All right. That helps him get to number one bestseller and all that good stuff. So please, if you buy it after you read it, please review it. I graciously appreciate you. So I do thank you guys for being on with me for a little bit tonight. And I hope that it has been able to help somebody. All right. But like I said, please check on your friends. Check on your friends. Because time ain't waiting on nobody, y'all. And I hate
Nope.
it that
It
people keep
really.
saying they got time and they got time and don't nobody got time. We never know when that day might be. So I'm asking you guys to check on your friends, check on the ones you say you value, and check on the ones you say you care about. Check on them. Even people that you may not have talked to in a while, check on them anyway. Just send them a text message or inbox or something. Because you never know. All right, because I went to go check on somebody that had dropped in my spirit. I was told that they were in the hospital. I went to go see them in the hospital, and I'm glad that I did because the very next day they died the next morning. So I'm telling y'all, time ain't waiting on nobody. And I'm just saying, I'm saying it where it matters. If somebody matters to you, tell them that they matter because they may not know. Some people are just looking for people to love them. Some people just want to feel wanted, and they may not know the value that they hold in your life, and it's actually good if you let them know. All right. I don't know if Fred got any words for y'all before we close it out.
I do not. Uh, just keep following us and watching us on social media. Just keep your eyes and your ears on the ground for us because we got some great stuff coming.
All right. Well, that is it for tonight. I appreciate y'all again. Thank you guys for sticking with me for a little bit tonight. I am about to go to bed and rest myself, but I do love y'all. I love y'all to life. I love y'all to live. And more importantly, live every day on purpose and make it count. So I will see y'all again on Thursday night. Love y'all. Have a good one.